Let's talk about the ash symbol. Here at the English Language Club, we get a lot of comments about this symbol. It looks like this in lowercase and like this in uppercase. People watch my previous video because they've seen it used in comic books and video games and K-pop and celebrity baby names, and sometimes we get a comment from someone who speaks a language that uses this symbol. It's its language. They're often confused because the way that they use it is different from what they find in our videos. And sometimes we get comments from people who just think we're wrong. Well, this video should clear all of that up. The best way to improve your pronunciation is to hit the like button on this video, and while you're there, make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss future videos. First of all, the name of this symbol is ash. That's pronounced ash. It gets its name from the ancient rune that was supposed to look like an ash tree. Now, I don't call it the letter ash because it isn't necessarily a letter. Most of the time, this symbol is what is called a ligature. That just means two letters written together as one symbol without any space between them. The ash symbol is just the letter A and the letter E written together. You can see this in lowercase and uppercase. Here at the English Language Club, when we use this symbol, we use it as part of the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA. The IPA uses many different symbols that it gets from many different places. This chart shows all the different sounds that we use in English. There are other sounds in IPA that aren't on this chart because they aren't used in English. But these are all the sounds that are used in English. We put the vowels in green, the diphthongs in red, and the consonants in blue. The different shades of those colours refer to other characteristics like whether the vowel is long or short, or if the consonant is voiced or unvoiced, or paired or single. The IPA uses the ash symbol for the A vowel sound, which is the near open front unrounded vowel. It's used in words like have, that, and. Check out our video on pronunciation of the A sound for more about this sound. The link's also in the description. This symbol originally came from classical Latin. In Latin, this character is pronounced I. This symbol was later used in Old English to represent the ash rune, which apparently made the A sound, like in ash tree. And that's where the IPA took the symbol from, the Old English alphabet. That's why it's used for the A sound in IPA, which is what we at the English Language Club use the symbol for. Now, the ash symbol eventually just disappeared from English. We just use the letter A now. But in many languages related to English, it stayed in their alphabet. It's still used in many Scandinavian languages as an actual letter. In Icelandic, this letter is pronounced something like I. And in Norwegian and Danish, it's pronounced similarly to either A or E, but with the long and short forms. But there are many, many different languages and dialects that use this symbol as an actual letter. So there are many variations. Because the ash symbol is a letter in Scandinavian languages, it appears in Norse mythology. The Æspa, were the primary and most powerful of the Norse gods, like Odin and Thor. The lord or god of the sea was Æspa, a giant who had 9 daughters representing the waves of the ocean. There are also a lot of characters in Old English history and mythology with this letter in their names, like the famous King Athelstan, the first king of England. Because the ash symbol was used in Scandinavian and Old English myths, it's been borrowed by modern fantasy literature. It's often used to make a name sound Norse or Old English, or just to sound ancient or strange. J.R.R. Tolkien didn't always use the ash symbol directly, but when you see an ash symbol in an Elvish word, it's pronounced sort of like the classical Latin I. And there are plenty of words in modern English that are sometimes, but not always, written with the ash symbol. Perhaps most famously, the Encyclopaedia Britannica is often written with the ash symbol. Remember that in actual English, not including fantasy names and things, the ash symbol is a ligature. It's just the letters A and E written together. Encyclopedia is written with the ash symbol in British English, but with just an E in American English. There are many other words that are spelled with an AE in British English that are often written with the ash ligature. Many are medical words like anesthesia, orthopedic, and paediatrician. In medical terminology, this ligature is pronounced like the long and short vowel E and E. So a doctor that studied medical Latin would pronounce a symbol like that. There are a few that aren't medical words, but still a little unusual. For example, paean, pronounced peon, is sometimes written with the ash ligature. It's a kind of trumpet song, by the way. There are still some people who speak Latin on a regular basis, even though it's a dead language. For example, many priests will conduct certain rites and services in Latin. They aren't speaking classical Latin, though. They're speaking Church Latin or medieval Latin. In Church Latin, the ash symbol is generally pronounced as E. And it's not just languages. This symbol has become really popular in all sorts of places. Elon Musk and his girlfriend, the rapper Grimes, decided to name their baby XIA12. Grimes tweeted their explanation, and it's super geeky. The X represents the unknown variable, like in a mathematical equation. They take the ash symbol from Elvish, so they pronounce it I, and that makes sense because she says they're using it to represent both love and the acronym for artificial intelligence. Then the A12 part refers to an aircraft that both she and Elon are fond of. So the correct pronunciation for Elon Musk and Grimes' baby would be XIA12. There's also a K-pop band called Æspa. I believe that's how they pronounce it. So here the ash symbol is pronounced E. The ash symbol is also used in the Marvel video game Contest of Champions. In this game, there's a character called Aegon. The developers of the game refer to him as Aegon, pronounced like this. But that isn't how it would be pronounced in Norse, Old English or Latin. But a lot of times people use the ash symbol just because it looks cool or historical. But they don't try to pronounce it in a historically accurate way. You can see that different people will pronounce the ash symbol differently. It changes depending on what language they speak, if they're fans of Norse mythology or comic books or fantasy, and even their profession. On top of this, people often use the ash symbol just because it looks cool or old-fashioned. And these people can pronounce it however they want. It's an interesting symbol with an interesting history, and it's used all over the world. But remember, when we use the ash symbol, we're not talking about Latin or Old English or Norse or Danish or Icelandic. We're using the IPA symbol for the sound A. I hope that answers any questions or queries you may have about the ash symbol. Again, if you want to know more about the pronunciation of the A sound, check out the video from our series on all the sounds in English. The link is in the description in case you missed it. We also have a pronunciation app that can help you reference and practice the pronunciation of all the sounds in the English language. It's called the Phonetic Chart English Language Club. You can check it out on Google Play. If you've enjoyed this exploration of the history of the ash symbol and the wide range of uses that it has across the different groups, check out our live streams. We answer questions and talk about the history of lots of words and phrases. The live streams are a great way to really dig deep into a topic. To see the schedule, including our next live stream, visit our website at englishlanguageclub.co.uk/live. And subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to receive notifications every time we're streaming. Also, consider becoming a member of the channel for inside access to the English Language Club. We do live club meetings on Zoom and answer questions, discuss topics in depth, and help you practice your English skills to open doors so that you can reach your full potential and realize the vision you have for your life. So click join and join the club. Thank you for watching. I really hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And check out one of our other videos, and I'll see you next time.